this is a continuation of the last video that got cut off. Where was I? I think I was on the ferns. I'm going to plant around my trees. They just provide beautiful foliage. I have this Chinese sedum, which I think I got for like around $2. I love it because of the foliage being pink, and it's just got this interesting stem. And then look at those flowers there. They're so different, so beautiful. I just can't wait to plant those. Hens and chicks are awesome because, and it's those, they're like the sedum of the Midwest, I think. They always remind me of California and being out west, but they are so hardy that you can put them in cracks in your driveway or on patios, and you can even walk on them. Not that you should, but if you do, you won't kill them, and they keep coming back. So they're wonderful, and they're beautiful, and they're so different. You know, like look at this purple, and then there's green, and I just love it. This is my dill plant that I got at Trader Joe's. Dill comes back year after year, so I thought for a couple dollars investment, it's fine, right? You know, but it's not doing too well outside. I actually cut it to use it in cooking, but I need to put that in the ground really, really soon. Of course, basil. I love a good basil plant. What I love about basil is that you can propagate it really easily. All you have to do is cut the stems, especially those long ones. Just cut them, put them in water, and they'll take root, and then you have a new plant. So I encourage you, if you have a basil plant, thin it out by cutting these stems, putting those in water, and then you'll get more in each plant. So it's just a really great thing to do with these plants. Love it. This is a jasmine I got on the clearance rack at my nursery. I've never owned a jasmine plant, and I've always wanted one, and it was a really good price. I think it was like under $10 for a pretty mature plant. I love it because it's supposed to smell amazing at night. So I'm going to nurture it. I'm going to repot it. I'm going to keep it outside until it gets cool, and then I'm going to bring it inside and keep it there all winter and just bring it out when it's hot again. But I just can't wait to see what this one does. I think it could be huge. Here is Swiss chard. I have to have edibles. That's the whole main reason I grow plants, is for edibles. And then flowers are for the bees to pollinate stuff. So I had a late start this year, though. I really didn't do much in my garden because I was out so long. So I'm just really sad about that. But that's why I'm getting perennials, so that by the spring we'll have more. But definitely Swiss chard is not going to come back, but I could let it go to seed and collect the seed. So this is going to go probably just in a bigger pot. I'm probably not going to put it in the ground because I have too much gardening to do right now, and cleaning, and I just need to keep it alive and keep it close to the kitchen window so that I can use it in cooking. This is a blue butterfly bush plant, and I've never owned this one before either, but apparently it's supposed to come out looking like this, and they're gorgeous. They're not, these purple flowers aren't very big. They're maybe like yay big. I've seen them at the nursery. They're not huge, but they almost look like lilacs or something. But this is a perennial, so it should, once it goes in the ground, it should come back year after year and get bigger and bigger. So very excited about that. I actually got this trellis to either put a climbing rose there, or if the blueberry bush needs to go there. I don't know. I don't think that's a climber, so we'll see. I just have think about that. Over here is my little serenity bench, but I'm going to paint it, so I'm not really doing much with it yet because it needs to be cleaned, dried, and then I'm going to just paint it a sage green to kind of blend in with the greenery here, and then have like a little area to sit and read and do work. This I got this urn at an antique shop locally, and I just love it. It's super beautiful. It's got gorgeous details. It reminds me of something European. has a crack in it, so they gave me a good price, but I think that's, you know, just kind of adds to the beauty. This is another plant that is called Mrs. Bradshaw. I have never ever had this kind of plant before, but let's see how it goes. Again, it's a perennial, and it looks like it has just these gorgeous flowers. So they look orange. So we'll see. I mean, I want to really put a lot of things around the trees to give them some flair, and really, you know, I'm kind of going by the whole permaculture thing. You know, let the environment kind of just flourish by planting everything you can, and attracting wildlife. Like, I love having birdhouses everywhere. That's a lilac bush, and as soon as I put the birdhouse out, the birds came, and I think that's just amazing, you know. So I want to have a place where the earth is covered with not just grass, but it's, you know, it's got color with flowers and greenery, and, you know, edibles for not just for humans, but for the wildlife too. I think that's just really important. So it's one of the things I'm trying to do here. It takes time, you know, but I'm willing to invest that because I just feel like it makes me happy to know that I'm contributing something. There's not a lot of things we can control in this world, but you can control the environment that you have right in front of you, you know. And I love this place because it attracts so much wildlife already because of the greenery here, but imagine how much more can be done. I mean, we get fox and coyote and hawks and owls and chipmunks, and it's amazing. I mean, even if I probably didn't plant anything, things would come, but I want to see more. I think there's always more you can do and things you can improve. So I'm not going to fuss over it, but I am just going to keep adding as much as I can, and you know, make it as beautiful and as scenic as I can. I mean, God loves beauty, and, you know, so do humans. I think we just sort of need more of it. It lifts our spirits. It's good for the soul. So, you know, I didn't always have a house. I actually had a lot of apartments, and I would do what I could on my balcony, you know, just make it really like this little mini sanctuary with edibles, and even the little balcony would attract, you know, birds and squirrels, and, you know, some people get annoyed by that, but I think when you attract wildlife, okay, like not raccoons or something, but you know, it says you're doing something right. And so just take whatever space you have. You don't need this much. I mean, this is quite a bit for people to take on, but this is what I want to take on. So it's all relative to what you want, and it just brings a lot of serenity. So I just encourage anyone who's interested in finding or creating a little place of peace in your life to think about, you know, getting one plant, one pot, and just planting something, and, you know, seeing how it works for you, because it's an amazing thing. You start to witness the miracle of life, and there's no way to undervalue that. So I'll sign off for now. Got lots to do, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, a little bit of my world, and to, you know, if you can find some peace and solitude in what I'm showing you, then please, you know, by all means, do that. Do that in your world too. This is the last scene of sort of my bird airport. I have a couple of birdhouses there. One is made of a squash gourd that someone made locally, and the birds just love it. It's like I can just look out my window and all day long they're just flying in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And it makes me happy. All right, have a good Sunday, everybody.